Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the finale of the Let's Get Loose project pan. This was a Fantastic Ladies project during 2022. It started back on January 1st and ran until December 31st. And it was created by a project panner named Brussel. And I've had a lot of fun doing this project over the past year. It was a really good project and it definitely helped me get over my fear of panning loose makeup, which was real. The fear was real. And throughout this project, I did manage to completely finish 3 items, which isn't amazing, but I don't think is too bad either. I'm really happy about it. I finished a Makeup Forever little sample pot of finishing powder. It was very white. I finished a blush, a very small pot of Bare Minerals blush in the shade True Beauty. And I finished a little sample of foundation, mineral foundation from Elizabeth Arden. So that feels really good to have accomplished during this project. Honestly, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this project. So I'm really happy about that. I am still working on 5 products. We were originally given the option of picking anywhere between 3 and 5 products, and I've been working on 6 throughout most of the year, but when I finished the blush at last month's update, I didn't roll anything in to take its place for the last month of this project. So I've been working on 5 products, and I'd like to just talk to you about where we've finished off for this year and what my plans are going to be for these remaining 5 products now that this project is over. These first 2 products kind of go hand in hand. This is Bare Minerals Warmth and this is Bare Minerals Pure Radiance. I had trouble finding a way to use both of these products individually. Bare Minerals Warmth was just too pigmented of a bronzer. If I got one speck of powder on my cheeks, I would be blending it out for minutes at a time, just, sitting there, just scrubbing my face, trying to blend out that one speck. And Pure Radiance was too glowy to be a setting powder, too dark to be a highlighter. It just was not, it just wasn't right. There was just something off about it for me as a standalone product. There is Pure Radiance right there. And I think a lot of you probably know Bare Minerals Warmth, but here it is right here. I did try Bare Minerals Warmth as an eyeshadow and I thought it made a lovely eyeshadow, but unfortunately I have a lot of eyeshadows. I don't need to make eyeshadows out of face powders because I got eyeshadows. So it's not very practical for me to turn this into an eyeshadow. So I spent most of this year trying to find a way to make both of these products to work. And in the last couple of months of this project, I finally figured it out by mixing these 2 products together along with a little bit of a mineral foundation that's just a lightening skin colored matte foundation. I created a bronzer that I like very much. I'm wearing it today. I think it is a beautiful bronzer. It's got a little bit of glow, but it's not too glowy. It's got a little bit of warmth, but it's not too dark. Here is my latest concoction. Right here, I have it in the old Elizabeth Arden container, and I have just been enjoying this so much. It's a great bronzer for me. So that's what I have pulled out and mixed together right there. And like I said, it's a little bit of warmth, it's a little bit of the Pure Radiance, and it's a little bit of a foundation that I'll be talking about in just a minute. So I'm not weighing this separately because it's never really been part of this project. It's just something I use once it's mixed and I use it until it's gone. But because I've been pulling product out of these 2 containers, the weight did go down quite significantly. So Bare Minerals Warmth ended up going down 1/10 of a gram this past month, and Pure Radiance ended up going down 1/10 of a gram too. They both went down about 1/10 of a gram, which is great. I'm really using them. I would like to keep working on these. I don't know how that's gonna work. I do have another bronzer I really want to get to this year too. I don't know how I'm gonna juggle them both, but I'm I'm really into working on this and I'm enjoying it very much, and I'd like to keep going with this. So we'll see if I can make it happen, but it's not a product I'm ready to put away just yet, and I'd like to find a way. And if possible, I would love to find a way to keep working on it. Okay, next we have my two little eyeshadows. These did not get a ton of use throughout the year, and they didn't get used really at all this past month. I do have a little bit of the NYX pigment on my eyelid today. Just one final hurrah, one last ditch effort to make the weight go down a little bit. It didn't, it stayed the same. And let's see, throughout the entire year, it didn't do a whole lot. Yeah, it didn't do a whole lot. This Bare Minerals one in the shade Honor, it's like a pretty pink glittery shade, went from 6.28 to 6.26 throughout the entire year. And this NYX one went from 4.49 to 4.42. So that one went down a little bit more, but you know, neither one of them were products that I used that consistently throughout this year at all. I tried to get in a couple uses every month, and these last few months I didn't even really try to do that. But you know, I'm panning too many eyeshadows, and I'm still glad I was able to use these a little bit despite everything I was trying to accomplish this past year. And the final product was one that just rolled in 2 months ago, but I've been working on it for a huge chunk of this year. And that is an e.l.f. mineral foundation powder that I have depotted into this CoverGirl container. I just really like this CoverGirl container. It works perfect for me. And so I originally put this into Project 10 Uses because I needed to lighten up the Elizabeth Arden foundation that was in this project. And once I hit my 10 uses on that, I was still combining it with the Elizabeth Arden powder. So I just kept using it with the Elizabeth Arden powder throughout the year. And then I finally rolled it into this project once I finished the Elizabeth Arden powder. So I've been mixing this in with the bronzer to lighten up the bronzer. And I've been using this as an all-over setting powder. I've made really good progress on this, especially considering this wasn't a product I had any intention of panning at all this year. I actually only think I have about maybe a month's left of product, and it'll be gone. So that will be an awesome empty to add to my empties for 2023. It's too late for 2022, but this will be a 2023 empty, which is really awesome. And yeah, my plans for this are to just keep using it until it's gone. It's going to stay in the bathroom. It's going to keep getting used. Once this is gone, I'm going to dump another e.l.f. mineral powder foundation into this container. I have 2 more of them, and I don't know if I'll keep working on it or not. I'm thinking about switching my focus to a pressed powder for 2023. I like to alternate between pressed and loose powders because I have a lot of pressed powders too, and I don't like to ignore them for too long. So I think I'm going to start working on a pressed powder for this year, but I'm going to keep working on this powder until it's gone, and I could dump another e.l.f. one into here. So that's where we ended up with this project, and those are my plans for the items that are still remaining. The eyeshadows are just going to go back into the office. I'm going to take a break for them for now. I would like to keep working on my loose eyeshadows during the year, whether that's in Project 10 Uses or some other project. But for now, I just really want to hit the ground running with the eyeshadows I currently have in projects, like my Pan That palette or Pan in Every palette, and have a little bit less to focus on. So I'm looking forward to not having the guilt of using that over my head for a while. But that is going to be it for this finale, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really glad I did this project last year. I had a lot of fun with it, and thank you guys for coming along for the ride, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.